Hi friends! Okay, so I've been really busy with work and my writing and stuff, so yeah, sorry this took so long, but I finally got around to watching the first TV episode of Steven Universe, and now I will give my thoughts on that, since I already did the pilot. So basically, the episode sort of uh, centered around Steven's small want of ice cream sandwiches, which I can totally relate to. Um, but it kind of interfered with this other plot going on in which the crystal gems were fighting these centipede monster things, which I thought looked pretty cool. They had really cool designs, especially the mother that comes at the end of the episode. I thought that one was pretty freaking sweet. Um, but anyway, so these ice cream sandwiches are called Cookie Cats, and they look really cute, and I think it's a cool idea. Um, However, I think that the theme song that they wrote for this episode, that was Cookie Cat's theme song, was pretty lame. Um, I think they could have left that part out because it just kind of like came in randomly into the episode and didn't add anything, and it was pretty childish, but it's a kid's show. What are you gonna do? But, yeah. So, um, enough about that. Um, Changes from the pilot episode. Now, Steven and the Crystal Gems don't live next to the convenience store. Now they live on this sort of island that has a really cool design. There's like a statue of some kind of multi-armed goddess on the island. At least I think that's what it is. They only showed it for like 2 seconds, so I didn't really get a good look at it. Um, but I thought it looked pretty cool. And I'm not sure if it was like supposed to be symbolic for something. Um, if you know, let me know. Um, but yeah, I thought it looked pretty cool, and kind of makes me wonder if they get back and forth by boat or they just like teleport. Well, I know Steven can't teleport, but whatever. I really like the voice cast. I think they are cast very well. I especially like Pearl's voice. I think she sounds really good. Um, Amethyst's voice is a little bit annoying, but her character is a little bit annoying, so I guess that fits. Um, Sorry, Amethyst lovers. I don't like her so far. Maybe she gets better. Who knows? We'll just have to see. Um, but anyway, and the humor was still there in this episode. I just felt like it was a lot more muted than it was in the pilot episode that I watched, because in the pilot it was relatable to want to think of a comeback and like go back and say it, whereas in this one a lot of the humor was like in the randomness and stuff. But there was one joke that I thought was legitimately funny, and that's when Steven and Amethyst were outside and she's giving him advice on how to activate his weapon. And she splits the trash bin that's outside the convenience store in two. And then right at that moment, I think Lars is his name, the guy who works at the convenience store with the huge gauges. Um, he comes out and he just goes, again, and I just thought that was hilarious because it's like implying that this happens often. So yeah, I love humor like that in cartoons. Let's see. um so they were trying to get Steven to activate his weapon, and it shows up for like a split second, but I'm not sure if that's like his official weapon or just like his fake accidental weapon that shows up in this episode and then never again. If it is his official weapon and it's actually a shield, that's pretty cool because that means all the crystal gems get offensive weapons and he gets a shield, which is kind of like um, symbolic of like their family bond and how Steven like wants to protect them. I mean, he never outright says it, but you really get the sense. I mean, I've only seen 2 episodes, the pilot and this one, but in both, he saves them, so, you know. Um, yeah, but ice cream is totally the key to your magical potential. That is the lesson that this episode teaches, and I believe it. Just kidding. Turns out that the ice cream wasn't what made his gem go off because he tries it later on in the episode when they're fighting the mother monster with the really awesome design, and it doesn't work. So, that makes me believe that Steven's gem is activated when he is very happy. Because he was eating the ice cream that he thought was, well, it was discontinued, but they had gone out and bought a whole bunch and put it in the freezer for him, so he was eating that. And oh my god, my hair is bothering me so much. But, you know, he would be very happy in that instance because it was like a total surprise and he was enjoying the flavor and stuff. So maybe his gem is activated with happiness, but we'll see as the series goes on. But that is my theory. The other joke I wanted to comment on was the joke at the very end when the camera kind of like focuses in on Steven and he pukes because he ate too many ice cream sandwiches or cookie cats. I totally saw that joke coming, and I feel like that kind of joke is used too much in cartoons. The one where it's like they set up the joke, then they try to end the episode and pretend like they're not going to do the joke, and then they do the joke in the last second. So, like, to give an example, they did that in an episode of My Little Pony where the screen fades to black and Pinkie Pie comes out and her mouth is gone because it was taken earlier in the episode. It's a long story, but and then Twilight comes out with her magic and she puts Pinkie Pie's mouth back, and then Pinkie goes like she's gonna say something, and then the episode ends. You know, just those kinds of jokes are used way too often in cartoons, and I don't know, they don't really do it for me. So, but anyway, overall, I thought the episode was good. Not the most amazing first episode ever, but hey, even my favorite cartoon, Teen Titans, had a first episode that I was kind of like about, you know? So, I'm sure the series will get better. I just have to keep watching, which is the goal of this series that I'm doing here, this series of vlogs. So, yeah, I will keep watching, and hopefully you will keep watching me watch this. Let me know your thoughts on this series. Do you prefer the pilot or do you prefer the first episode? For me personally, I kind of prefer the pilot just because there was sort of like, it's hard to explain. I was gonna say there was sort of a character arc, but there was one in this one too. I just kind of liked the pilot better because it was a more simple story and it was more relatable. In this one, he is struggling to activate his gem. In the other one, he just got caught up in this supernatural thing that he didn't know he could do, and it was over something really stupid and like a pride thing, and that's more interesting in my opinion, but opinions differ. So let me know what you think, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.